to talk about the top 5 meme coins for this meme coin season 2025. So that's what we got to talk about today. Remember, I'm not a financial advisor. None of this financial advice. Let's hop straight into it. So, coin number one is Troll. Now, this is a fairly new project, right? This project hasn't been out for that long, only since April of this year. So, this is pretty much a brand new project. Now, in the last 24 hours, this project has 93.3% in gains. So that's actually crazy. It's the top gainer in all of crypto right now. So that should say a lot about it. In the last 7 days, up 376%. In the last 14 days, up 864%. And in the last 30 days, up 874%. Now, the 24-hour trading volume for this is currently sitting at $64.9 million, which is actually pretty impressive. And the market cap is at about $184 million. So, a little bit less than half of the market cap is what the trading volume is sitting at. So, that's actually fairly decent. Now, the website, there's nothing to it. It's literally a troll project. It's called Troll. So what do you think the website is going to be? It's going to be memes, trolling, and it's just a basic website, right? There's nothing to really show. Same thing kind of goes for their Twitter. It's just a bunch of memes and stuff. So it's just one of those memes. And I kind of like this because it has the Pepe type of meme. Like it's kind of taking the Pepe approach to things. It's kind of hard to explain, but it's definitely different than a lot of different meme coins. A lot of meme coins they just try to do too much. But like Troll, they're just posting memes. Like it's a meme coin, that's what it's supposed to be doing. Shouldn't really be trying to build utilities with a meme coin. That's just what I think personally. But yeah, these are all the centralized exchanges that it was listed on May 12th from May 12th. So they might have more by now. But yeah, seems pretty solid. The amount of holders it has right now is 33.6K holders. So it's pretty decent as well. And as you can see, here are the top wallets here. So it seems like a decent coin. No one owns too much of the coin to where it becomes a risk. Like no one's sitting around with 10%, 20% of the coin. It looks like it's fairly evenly distributed. So I like it so far. So that is Troll, the number 5 coin. We're going from 5 down to 1. No particular order, of course, but anyways, number 5. So now we got to talk about coin number 4, and that is this coin, Dog with Hat. So I know y'all probably heard of With, and yes, this is another Solana coin. Troll coin with Solana. This is also Solana. You'll see a little pattern here. But yeah, 85 cents right now. The max that it's up from its all-time low is 17,841%. That's pretty impressive. But the reason why I picked this project is not because of that. It's because of this. In the last 24 hours, it's down 4.5%. In the last 7 days, 13.4%. In the last 14 days, 31.2%. In the last 30 days, 3%. In the last year, 38.1%. Every single time period, this project is down. You're probably wondering, why would I pick it if it's down for all these time periods? And that's because you want to buy when things are low like this. When they're cheap, that's when you really want to buy. And things are currently cheap inside of Dog with Hat right now. Just look at it. A lot of these different meme coins, they've been pumping a lot, but there are these ones that are individually not pumping the way they should be, and they're close to the bottom. So Dog with Hat is very, very close to the bottom right now, I would say. And it's not very, very, but it is very low right now. It's cheap compared to most other projects that are getting traction and attention, like the one before of 100% in the last 24 hours. But Dog with Hat, on the other hand, every single time period is down, which means it's at a huge discount. If it does another pump like this, right now we're sitting at 85 cents, right? If it does another pump and goes to its previous all-time high, that means it goes all the way up to $4.83. Imagine this getting to $5. And I think a lot of people aren't looking at like what these coins that are down huge can actually do. Like if you think about it, $10,000 right now at the current prices gives you 11,671 coins multiplied by $5, which is like the previous all-time high. $58,000. $58,000 out of 10,000. That's pretty good. And then also you can look at what the market cap would be at that level, which is very, very doable, by the way. You would just take this circulating supply, and then you can just multiply it there by the market cap, or not the market cap, circulating supply and multiply it by the target price, which will get you 4.9 billion inside of market cap. We've seen meme coins do this time and time again, and we've also seen Pepe's done it, obviously, but we've also seen Dog with Hat do it almost, like it almost got to that price point. If you look at this, $4.83, it was just shy of that, right? It was just shy of that. But if you go ahead and multiply this by 5, you can see it was at 4.9 million. So it was just shy of 4.9 million or 4.9 billion. So it was almost at 5 billion in market cap. So Dog with Pat has the possibility to do that again and some. So that's why I chose that as number 4. Now, we also have 252,000 holders inside of Dog with Pat, which is actually pretty good. And Robinhood is the third largest holder of them at $67 million worth of the coin. Robinhood, the top. Binance is the number 1. Robinhood is technically number 2 because Binance has both of these wallets here. But Binance alone has $175 million inside of that. Like, that's crazy. That is crazy. So Kraken, number 4. Number 5, Bybit, they have multiple wallets. Robinhood has multiple wallets. Revolt has a wallet. Binance has multiple wallets. So you're seeing all these exchanges are the top holders of Dog with Hat. They got a lot of liquidity in Radium, Crypto.com. So that is what actually makes this a good pick. Just the fact that all the exchanges feel safe enough to list this, all the major exchanges, and actually hold a lot of it. And they wouldn't hold it if they thought it was garbage. They wouldn't hold a lot of it, right? Because people wouldn't be buying a lot of it. But this just shows that people are buying this and holding this on exchanges because they like the coin so much. So when you see a lot of exchanges, I want to say you see like a lot of like normal people going into crypto. Like I guess you can call them normies, people that don't really mess with crypto, but they're just now getting into it. That is a lead sign whenever you see all these centralized exchanges holding so much of that coin. That just means that people who buy into centralized exchanges are holding that coin. And, seasoned crypto investors don't hold on centralized exchanges. So that shows that there's a lot of normal everyday people in Dog with Hat, which is a good thing. Because in the future, as more people roll in, there'll be more normal people rolling in that don't know much about crypto, but they see a dog with a hat and they buy it. So that's that. And their Twitter, it does pretty well, 153,000 followers. So that is all good. And then we have the next, number 3, we have Bonk. So this is another, you guessed it, Solana coin. Every single coin that we showed so far was Solana. But I don't think they'll all be Solana. But yeah, this Solana coin right here, though, Bonk. Everybody, if you don't know Bonk by now, let me introduce you. 1.8 billion inside of market cap. 358 million inside trading volume. And this is one of the biggest, I think it might be the biggest Solana coin. Actually, no, Trump's coin beat it. So yeah, Trump's coin is the biggest Solana coin. But Bonk, I believe, is like the second biggest Solana coin. Don't quote me on that, but I believe it is when it comes to meme coins on Solana. Meme coins. So this is huge though, because it's a pretty big coin, 1.8 billion inside of market cap. And the holders is at 978,000 just on Solana. And that means that it's actually about to surpass 1 million in holders. Now, you can get this on other platforms, right? Which means that more than likely, yes, they actually do have over 1 million holders. Plus, when you also include exchanges, they might have close to 2 million holders just inside of Bonk. So that's pretty crazy. 53,000 holders just on BNB. You got over here ALTCOIN. and you got some more holders, 16,000 here on Ethereum. So yeah, you got a lot of holders on Bonk. Now, one of the reasons why I chose this is just the mere size of it, and also it's one of the largest, if not the largest, second largest on Solana. So that's a big factor there. Now, the 24-hour trading volume is down 6.9% in the last 24 hours. In the last 7 days, down 18%. The last 14 days, down 35%. Last 30 days, up 7.2, and last year, down or up 22.6. So it's not as close to the bottom as, let's say, Dogwoof Hat, but it is still at a nice level. It's like at that medium level. It's not too close to the all-time high and not too close to the all-time low. So it's right in the middle, which kind of makes it a decent buy. But not only that, they also have a huge social media community. Bonk is actually a pretty big social media community. So yeah, and they're also doing burns. So yesterday they just now burned 300 billion worth, which is a lot. And yeah, they just have a solid community. They always keep people updated. They do at least 20 tweets a day. So that's pretty big in itself. Now, number 4, we have none other than Ponky. Now, this coin is kind of a coin that has died off a little bit. That is also, you guessed it, on Solana. It's died down just a little bit, and I'll explain why, and I'll explain why I chose this as number 4. So, first of all, the market cap is at 59.4 million, but the trading volume is also at 8.7 million, and it's died off. That means that it has a loyal fan base and a loyal following of people who will continue to hold it and also continue to trade it, even though it's like dying off, right? I don't think it's completely died off yet. So the holders is at 72,000. You can see the holders have been going down for the last 2 weeks. Not that much, right? Just from 73,072 holders to 72,986. So it hasn't went down that much. And then when you look over here, you still see there's still top exchanges holding it, like BitThumb, Revolt, Bybit is holding it, MEXC is holding it, BitGet. They got a good amount of liquidity in Radium, 1.8 million. You just see Kraken is holding it. Wintermute has their wallet. So there's a lot of different exchanges still holding it. MEXC, Crypto.com, all of that. They're all holding it. KuCoin. So why has it went down so much? Well, one of the reasons is because their Twitter actually got banned. If you come over here, you can see this person says, Elon, I have a question for you. When can you unban Ponky Soul? So yes, their Twitter is banned, but they still have a loyal following, 490,000 still on Instagram and 239,000 on TikTok. So people are still rallying around it, and they're really trying to push it. Like they're really trying to push it because they can't push it on Twitter no more. So like the community is pumping this. Community is, and someone even made a song about this coin. So yeah, there's a lot to it. Anyways, this person says the meme coin I'm most bullish on right now is Ponky. Here's why. Ponky has already broken into the Web2 market, something most meme coins haven't come close to achieving. It boasts nearly 500,000 followers on Instagram and over 80,000 on YouTube, with its influence growing fast. But what truly sets it apart is the quality content. It's animated videos, blah, 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 blah. So they do a lot of memes, and a lot of people create memes for it. Like it's a community-based project. So they're really like pushing it. So I think this is going to be a solid play. And I just think a lot of people are underestimating it. But yeah, their Twitter was pretty much banned, and hopefully it gets reinstated. Hopefully. But yeah, all the exchanges are still holding it. People still talk about this coin. All the top exchanges still have it. I don't think they're listed on Binance, so that could change, and they might be listed on Coinbase. I'm not sure, but yeah, I'll have to check that. But yeah, it's still pretty solid, 72,000, and it's down literally close to its bottom. So in the last 24 hours, it's down 6.6%. Last 7 days, down 14%. Last 14 days, 34%. Last 30 days, 15%. And the last year, 67%. So it's very close to the bottom. Only all up 1,000% from the bottom, but it's down 87.3% from the all-time high from 9 months ago, which was 83 cents. So the price target with this, like the lower end, is $1. That would put the market cap over here at 555 million. We know it could do more than that. If it got to a billion in market cap, we would be looking at $2 if it got to a billion. So I want to show you guys some, calculations off of a billion market cap. So we can just go ahead and take our circulating supply, which is 555 million, and we can multiply that by $2. That would give you 1,110,949,088 in market cap. So 1.1 billion in market cap, which we know meme coins on Solana can go far above that, and they can easily do this. They've already gotten halfway there. If you actually look at their market cap, they've done it before. They gotten up to 409 million, and then it just kind of went down from there. It hasn't came back. So if it comes back and it goes to 1.1 billion, that's $2. If you take $10,000 and you divide it by the current price point, which is 0.1075, you get 93,000 coins. If you multiply that 93,000 coins by $2, you get $186,000. So with this coin, you can potentially turn $10,000 into $186,000 within a given period of time if you hold it all the way up until $2, which is a 1.1 billion market cap, which we've seen meme coins do this on Solana time and time again, and we know that they can, and we've seen this one get halfway there before. That's why I picked this as number 4. I really should have, or as number 2. I really should have made this one number 1. I really think Punky has a lot of potential. I'm gonna make a whole separate video on it. I've already made a bunch of videos on Punky before when it was higher, but yeah, it's been a while. But yeah, I think this one has potential. And 1 billion market cap, I don't think it's gonna be too hard to reach. I think give it a year and it could do that. So imagine turning 10,000 to 186,000 in 1 year. But who has 10,000 and just kind of spare like that, right? But still, you can take 1,000 and turn it into 86,000. The same way you can take 10,000 and turn it into 186,000, something like that. But yeah, you can still do that because look, if you had 1,000 divided by 0.1075 gives you 9,302 coins. Multiply again by 2, 18,000, not 80,000. But yeah, I knew something was off that. But still 18,000. So you could either make 180,000 or you can make 18,000. Like 18,000 with $1,000, 180,000 with 10,000. So yeah, I think this is a solid project here. Solid project, still has a lot of people surrounding it. They need their Twitter back though, because that's definitely hindering the process a little bit. But anyways, moving on from this to number 1. Take a quick guess. Take a quick guess. I think it's a little obvious. All right, now we can go ahead and all right. Dogecoin. Obviously, I was gonna pick Doge as number 1. You cannot mention top 5 meme coins and not mention Doge. It's inevitable that it hits $1. It's inevitable, and that puts it at 150 billion market cap. And we've seen it get to like 90 billion before. We know it can do it, so it's inevitable. I think 19 cents is pretty low. I think you can get it slightly cheaper than 19 cents before it takes off. But this is still a fairly decent price. Like I like seeing Doge at like 10 cents. Like that's like the perfect area to buy because now you're 10xing your money going from 10 cents to $1. 19 cents is still good, but you're 5xing your money or a little over 5xing your money instead of 10xing it. So that's why. But I don't even have to explain why I picked Doge. But yeah, it's still beating down like a lot of other projects. Yes, it's up 100% in the last year, but it's still down in the last 24 hours, 7 days, 14 days, up a little bit in the last 30 days. But all in all, it's not it's not insanely expensive. Like if you look at Ethereum and Bitcoin, those are very expensive now and very high. Um, Solana has been moving with the market too, but Dogecoin has not really been moving with the market. It's kind of been lagging. And I think the coins that are lagging are probably going to do the best. Anyways, this is all I got for you all today. Hit the like button and subscribe. Remember, I'm not a financial advisor and it's financial advice. Go ahead, do your own research. Let me know what you think about this. Do you think these coins deserve to be in there, or do you think some of them don't? Anyways, as always, I'll be back with another video.